Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a thought in your mind in your native language, and you wanted to say it in English, but nothing came out? Or maybe you translated each word slowly, hoping it would sound right. My friend, what if I told you that thinking in English is actually the secret key to speaking English fluently? Not grammar drills, not long vocabulary lists, but learning how to think in English first. Today, I'm going to show you how to think and speak English naturally, step by step. And trust me, once you understand this method, you'll never go back. Are you ready? Let's jump right in. Chapter 1. The truth about thinking in English. Let's begin by talking about something that confuses many English learners. The idea of thinking in English. What does it really mean? Most people think it means knowing big words or speaking quickly like a native speaker. But that's not it. Thinking in English simply means this. When you have a thought in your mind, you don't translate it from your native language word by word. You form the idea directly in English, using simple words and clear thoughts. That's it. No complicated grammar, no long sentences. Just clear, direct English thinking. Now, here's the problem. Many learners try to speak in English, but they think in their native language first. So they pause, get stuck, and lose confidence. You may know this feeling. You have the thought in your language, maybe something simple like, I need to eat breakfast. And then you try to translate each word into English. But by the time you do that, the moment is gone. That's why translation slows you down and makes you nervous. So, what's the solution? Let me show you what thinking in English actually looks like. Imagine your daily routine. You wake up in the morning, you open your eyes. What do you see? A bed, a blanket, maybe your phone. Now, instead of just moving through your day automatically, I want you to do something new. Name everything around you in English. Say the words out loud if you can. Pillow, blanket, window, light, phone, alarm clock. You're training your brain to notice English in your real life. That's step 1. This small exercise starts to rewire your brain to stop translating and start thinking directly in English. Let's keep going. You walk to the bathroom. You see the sink, the mirror, the toothbrush. You say, toothbrush, toothpaste, mirror, towel, soap. Then you say what you're doing. I am brushing my teeth. I am washing my face. That's it. You don't need complex grammar. You just need to get used to describing your actions, as you do them, in English. This is real thinking in English. And here's the good news. It gets easier with practice. You see, your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it in English, the faster and more confident you become. This simple practice, naming objects and saying short actions, builds a strong foundation. You don't need a teacher to do it. You don't need a textbook. You only need your daily life and your voice, whether you're cooking, cleaning, walking outside, or sitting in a room. You can look around and say what you see and what you do in English. I am cooking eggs. I am walking to the store. I see a tree. I hear a car. I like this song. So let's try this together. Picture your bedroom right now. What's in front of you? Say the words out loud. Bed, blanket, chair, fan, book, phone. This is called mental labeling, and it's a powerful tool. If you do this for just 5 minutes a day, you'll notice a big difference in the way your mind processes English. You'll stop translating. You'll start thinking in English naturally. This is the first step. It may seem simple, but it works. I've taught this to hundreds of students, and I've seen how powerful it is. When you train your brain to think in English using things you see and do every day, you build real fluency. Not textbook fluency, real fluency. So we've started forming English thoughts. We've started speaking simple words and actions. But what if we want to go further, like full sentences and real conversations? That's what we'll talk about next. Let's move on. Chapter 2. Organize your thoughts. Using the 5 W's. Now that you've started thinking in English, naming objects, saying simple actions, it's time to go one step further. It's time to organize your thoughts. And the best tool for that, my friend, is something you already know. The 5 W's. Who, what, when, where, and why. This simple method will help you build full ideas and complete thoughts in English, so you're not stuck when it's time to speak. You won't be searching for words. You'll already know what to say. Let's break it down. The 5 W's help you answer the most basic questions about any situation. When your brain can answer these 5 questions, even in short phrases, you are building a strong English thought. Let's try it with a simple example. A family dinner. First, ask yourself, who? My parents and siblings. What? Eating together. When? Every Sunday evening. Where? At home, in the dining room. Why? To spend quality time and stay connected. Now, let's put it together in a simple English thought. Every Sunday evening, my parents and siblings eat dinner together at home to spend quality time and stay connected. That's one clear sentence, formed from your organized thoughts using the 5 W's. No translation, no guessing, just clarity. Let's try another one. Talking about a weekend trip. Who? My best friends. What? Went on a road trip. When? Last Saturday. Where? To the mountains. Why? To relax and enjoy nature. Now watch how easily this becomes a spoken sentence. Last Saturday, my best friends and I went on a road trip to the mountains to relax and enjoy nature. That's it. You just turned your thoughts into natural, fluent English. The beauty of the 5 W's is that they give your brain a map. Instead of wondering what to say next, you already have the structure. And this method works for anything, even a favorite movie. Let's do one more. Who? A young girl and a dragon. What? Go on an adventure. When? In ancient times. Where? In a magical kingdom. Why? To save the world. Now here's the response. In ancient times, a young girl and a dragon go on an adventure in a magical kingdom to save the world. Whether you're telling a story, giving your opinion, or just talking about your day, the 5 W's help you think clearly in English. Let's do a live simulation together. I'll show you an image. Imagine it in your mind if you're listening, of 2 people at the beach. Now let's apply the 5 W's. Who? A couple. What? Walking by the shore. When? In the evening. Where? At the beach. Why? To relax and enjoy the sunset. Now say it with me. A couple is walking by the shore in the evening to relax and enjoy the sunset. Can you feel the power of this method? It gives you instant structure. You know what to say and how to say it, without needing perfect grammar or big words. This technique works for beginners, intermediate learners, and even advanced students. Why? Because it's natural. Native speakers do this too. They just don't realize it. And now you're doing it too. So here's what I want you to do next. Start using the 5 W's every day. Pick one situation from your life, your breakfast, your phone call with a friend, your walk to the market, and apply the 5 W's. Write it down or say it out loud. You'll be amazed at how quickly your fluency improves. Okay, we can think in English using simple ideas. But what about speaking? What do we say? What words do we use? Let's make it real. In the next chapter. Chapter 3. Build sentences from your thoughts. No grammar needed. All right, now that you've learned how to organize your thoughts using the 5 W's, it's time to do something exciting, something powerful. It's time to turn those thoughts into full, natural-sounding sentences in English. And here's the best part. You don't need to know complicated grammar rules to do it. You don't need to memorize verb tenses or study sentence diagrams. What you need are sentence frames, simple patterns that you can use to build real, confident English. Let me show you how this works. Think of sentence frames like the foundation of a house. Once you have the structure, you can build anything on top of it. For example, let's take this one. That's it. Just those 2 words. From here, you can build dozens of real English sentences. I usually wake up at 6 a.m. I usually drink tea, not coffee. I usually take the bus to work. I usually watch something on YouTube before bed. See how simple that is? You're not worrying about grammar. You're using a natural pattern that native speakers use every single day. And guess what? You already think these thoughts. Now you're just learning how to express them in English. Let's try another frame. This one is great for talking about the future. I'm going to cook dinner tonight. I'm going to call my friend later. I'm going to clean my room this weekend. Even beginners can say these sentences. They're useful, they're real, and they build your confidence. Let's try another one. This one helps you talk about your interests and personality. I enjoy reading before bed. I enjoy learning English with videos like this. I enjoy spending time with my family. Again, simple, right? And so powerful. Because when you speak about your real life, your habits, your plans, your likes, that's when English becomes personal. That's when it sticks. Let's do one more together. Every morning This is perfect for routines and daily life. Every morning, I brush my teeth. Every morning, I stretch for 5 minutes. Every morning, I check my phone, even though I shouldn't. You're laughing now, but you get the idea. These sentence frames help you take control. You're not guessing. You're not translating. You're building sentences based on what you already know, your thoughts. Now, I want to challenge you. You have 30 seconds. Yes, 30 seconds. Take the sentence frame, I usually, and try to build as many real sentences as you can about your life. Say them out loud if you can. Ready? Go. I usually wake up at, I usually eat, I usually talk to, I usually go to, I usually watch. You see what's happening? Your mind is now in English mode. You're thinking, you're building, you're speaking without stopping to ask, is this correct? And that's the mindset you need to grow. This chapter is all about building confidence. And yes, even if you're just starting, you can create 10, 15, even 20 sentences about your daily life using just 2 or 3 patterns. That's real fluency, my friend. That's the kind of fluency that grows day by day through speaking, not studying grammar charts. So let's make this part of your routine. Pick one sentence frame every day and build 5 to 10 sentences about your real life. Practice saying them out loud. You'll notice that over time, your brain starts doing it automatically. You'll no longer think, how do I say this? Instead, you'll say, I already know how to say this. Now that you're forming full sentences, what happens when you actually speak them out loud? What happens when your voice is involved? When your pronunciation, your rhythm, your pace, your confidence all come into play? That's where the magic begins. And for some, that's also where the fear begins. So let's face that, together, in the next chapter. Chapter 4. Say it out loud. Speak with your inner voice. Let's be honest. Most English learners don't speak out loud, not because they can't, but because they're afraid. Afraid of making mistakes, afraid of sounding silly, afraid of getting stuck mid-sentence. But here's the truth, my friend. If you never say the words, your mouth never learns to move in English. This chapter is where that changes. This is the moment you start speaking, not to the world, not to a crowd, but to the most important listener you have, yourself. Now, this may sound simple, even strange, but speaking to yourself is one of the most powerful language tools you can use. We're going to train your inner voice, that quiet voice inside your head, to speak English naturally, confidently, and daily. And yes, you can start right now. Let me show you how this works. You're walking to the store. Maybe it's 10 minutes away. What's going through your mind? Usually it's things like, I need eggs. I should get some milk. Oh, I forgot my bag. But now, we're going to do that in English. Say it with me. I'm walking to the store. I need to buy eggs. I forgot my bag. Again. No one hears you. No one is judging. But your brain is learning how to think in English, and your mouth is learning how to say those words clearly. That's real progress. Let's try another situation. You see 2 people arguing on the street. Instead of just watching, describe it in your mind in English. Those 2 people look upset. They're pointing fingers and raising their voices. Maybe it's a misunderstanding. You're narrating your world in English, and it's starting to feel natural. This is where learning becomes fun. You're not memorizing grammar rules. You're living the language. And the more you do this, the stronger your inner voice becomes. Soon, English won't feel like a school subject anymore. It'll feel like a part of you. Let's make it real with a practice exercise. I'm going to walk you through a simple morning routine. You just repeat after me. Speak it out loud if you can. Ready? Let's go. I open my eyes. I check my phone. First thing, of course. I sit up and stretch my arms. I walk to the bathroom and brush my teeth. I make some tea. No sugar today. I sit at my desk and open my laptop. That's it. It's your morning. It's your life. And now it's your English. Now let's speed it up a little, and you try to follow. I get up. I brush my teeth. I make breakfast. I check my messages. I get ready for the day. How did that feel? Real, right? Not like a textbook, like something you'd actually say. That's the goal. This is your new daily habit. Narrate your life in English. If you're cooking, talk about the ingredients. I'm chopping onions. I'm boiling water. If you're cleaning, describe what you're doing. I'm folding the laundry. I'm wiping the table. If you're relaxing, talk about it. I'm watching a funny video. I'm lying on the couch doing nothing, and it feels great. At first, it may feel strange. You might say, "Why am I talking to myself?" But soon you'll realize you're training yourself to speak without fear. You're not waiting for the perfect moment. You're creating it. This is the secret that fluent speakers know. They don't wait for a classroom or a speaking partner. They practice everywhere, especially with their inner voice. That voice becomes stronger every time you speak. And the best part? It's always available. Now, here's your homework. For the next 3 days, I want you to narrate your daily routine in English. Just 5 minutes a day. You don't need anyone else. You don't need a lesson plan. Just speak. In your room, on a walk, in the kitchen, anywhere. The more you use your voice, the more confident you'll feel. And guess what? You're already doing it. You're starting to think in English. You're starting to speak. But now, you need one more piece. The vocabulary and expressions that make you sound natural and fluent. That's where we're heading next. Let's keep going. Chapter 5. Speak like a native. Use real-life expressions. So far, you've learned how to think in English. You've organized your ideas. You've built real sentences. You've even started speaking out loud, using your inner voice and describing your daily life. That's amazing progress. But now it's time for the next level. It's time to stop sounding like a textbook and start sounding like a real English speaker. How? By using real-life expressions, the kind native speakers use every single day. Here's the thing. Basic English is good. It's clear. It gets the job done. But when you add real expressions, your English becomes natural, fluent, and impressive. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Let's say you're feeling tired. Most learners will say, "I'm tired." And that's fine. It's correct. But native speakers say, "I'm wiped out." Same meaning, but with personality. "I've been working all day. I'm totally wiped out." Or, "That gym workout? Man, I'm wiped." Here's another one. You want to say you're happy. Most learners say, I'm happy. But in real-life English, we often say, I'm over the moon. Example, I got the job. I'm over the moon right now. Or, he surprised me with tickets to the concert. I was over the moon. Let's try one more. You want to relax? The basic sentence is, I need to relax. But native speakers often say, I need to unwind. After a long day, we say, I just want to go home, take a shower, and unwind. It means to release stress, to calm down. You see how these expressions instantly make your English sound more alive, more natural? This is how native speakers connect. It's not about perfect grammar. It's about choosing the words that sound like you're part of the conversation. So let's take a few more simple phrases and level them up together. Instead of saying, I'm hungry, say, I could eat a horse. Funny, right? But we use it. I skipped lunch today. I'm starving. I could eat a horse instead of, I'm angry, you might hear, I'm fed up. For example, I'm fed up with waiting. This line is taking forever. Instead of saying, I'm very busy, say, I'm swamped. Example, sorry, I can't meet up today. I'm completely swamped with work. Now here's where it gets fun. I'm going to give you 3 expressions. I want you to pick one and write a sentence with it in the comments. Ready? Here they are. 1. I'm wiped out. 2. I'm over the moon. 3. I need to unwind. Now pause the video, or pause this moment, and write your sentence in the comments below. Use your own life. Make it real. Here's an example from me. I stayed up editing this video for 5 hours. I'm wiped out. Or, so many of you have been learning with me. I'm over the moon with joy. Every time you use these phrases, you're building real English, not just classroom English. This is what people use in daily conversations, movies, series, podcasts, everywhere. You don't need to memorize hundreds of them. Just learn a few at a time, use them often, and make them yours. Let me give you one more tip. Start a personal expression journal. Every time you learn a new phrase, write it down. But don't just write the meaning. Write an example sentence from your own life. Example. Expression. Let's call it a day, meaning stop working. My sentence, it's 8 p.m. and I'm exhausted. Let's call it a day. This method helps your brain own the expression, not just recognize it. You'll start using these phrases naturally, without thinking too much. So, let's recap. You now know how to think in English. Organize your ideas using the 5 W's. Build real sentences with sentence frames. Speak out loud using your inner voice. And now, speak naturally using real expressions. You're doing it. You're really doing it. But there's one question left. How do you keep improving, even when you don't have a teacher, or a class, or a textbook? How do you stay consistent and get better every day? That's what we're going to answer next. And trust me, this is where everything comes together. Let's finish strong. Chapter 6. Practice without a teacher. Anytime, anywhere. Welcome to the final chapter, where everything you've learned comes together to give you true independence in your English journey. The truth is, you don't need expensive classes, a perfect teacher, or even a conversation partner to get fluent. What you need is consistent practice and the right mindset, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you. Let's start with something simple. Talking to yourself in the mirror. Sounds a little funny, right? But it works. When you speak out loud to yourself, you train your brain and your mouth to work together. Practice introducing yourself, describing your day, or even telling a short story using the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and why. This simple habit builds confidence and fluency. Another great way to practice is by creating story situations with the 5 W's. Imagine your day and answer those questions in English. Who did you see? What did you do? When and where? Why was it important? This trains your brain to organize ideas naturally. Watching short clips or videos is also powerful. After you watch, try summarizing what happened in a few sentences. You can even pause and repeat the sentences out loud to practice pronunciation and fluency. Listening to English audio, like podcasts, songs, or conversations, and repeating what you hear is a classic method that really works. It helps you get used to the sounds, rhythm, and flow of English. And don't forget about your environment. Use the objects around your home to practice naming, describing, or making little stories. Look at your coffee cup, your keys, or your phone, and speak about them in English. Make it fun. Here's a challenge for you. Right after watching this video, take just 5 minutes to practice using the 5 W's with your own day. Speak out loud or write it down. It doesn't have to be perfect. The key is to start, to keep going, and to build a habit. Remember, fluency is not a gift. It's a choice. And by choosing to practice every day, you're already on the path to success. Keep going. You've got this. So, my friend, now you know exactly how to think in English, how to turn your thoughts into sentences, and how to speak naturally like a native. If this video helped you, please do 3 simple things. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. Tell me, what's one sentence you said to yourself in English today? I read every single comment, and I want to hear from you. I'll see you in the next lesson. Until then, keep thinking and keep speaking in English. You've got this.